There is a brand new Magic set being released that was announced, and I want you to tell me about it.
Yes, this new Magic...
Kalashar?
Yeah. Magic actually announced a bunch of new stuff. This is just one thing, but this has the prettiest picture.
Right.
It is actually the home plane. We saw like a couple cards from it in the Origin set, which is sort of like their core set.
Okay.
The new core set. Of the main red Planeswalker, Chandra. This is her home plane. And they announced, I believe, also the next card in the set. The next name in the set. So it's 2 sets to a block. And I think it's called the Aether Revolt.
Okay.
So this sounds really cool. The plane itself relies a lot on, or at least judging by the cards that we saw, on artifacts. And you can also see this person has a weird like metal sculpting thing going on.
Oh yeah, metal
So
bending.
we think there's going to be something going on with there. So that's interesting since we've only seen one other plane like that, or 1.5. But the other stuff that's interesting is they're releasing a whole bundle pack with the plane chase cards. These are pretty much like dungeons from Munchkin that they have those out, which are really fun because you pretty much travel to different planes and things can go really wild. Like you go to a plane like, all right, so no one's untapping anything until we travel out of here or something.
Okay.
So pretty much it changes the rules completely. But they also announced new commander sets. This is the pre-made EDH decks, the style that I usually play. But they announced that the commanders will be 4-color. And as of now, outside of the 4-color legendaries that are going to lead each deck, there are only 4 other cards that are 5 other cards that are 4-color.
5 just cards?
5 cards, literally. This combination has not appeared since that one cycle because it's so confusing to have 4 colors. Like 2 it has red elements and green elements.
Right.
3 is okay. It has the white and its 2 allies, green and blue. 5 is like, well, just throw everything at it. 4 is like, how do we make it so it's white, red, blue, and green, but not black? So it's really weird and interesting for them to do.
Are you speaking just thematically or also?
No, I mean literally like design. How do you design a card that says it's these colors,
represents all those styles
without and keeping it also balanced in terms of playing for the cost and.
I don't know how they do even just 2 colors after how many cards they've designed is like a headache to come up with new.
So this is going to be a really interesting set to see how they do it because this is probably going to be one of the more odder cards to come out. So this is a lot of big news coming from Magic. A lot of great news after also all the stuff we talked about with them before when we were talking about the review.
Yeah, They also announced another art book for this set. Mm-hmm. So I guess the first one must have done well, which is cool. I think.
No, I mean I'm not surprised. I feel like their artwork is half the reason to get some of these things that are just beautiful. So definitely very curious to see.
Haven't heard much on the front of more expansions for the board game. They announced one, but maybe it didn't come out yet.
I think it did.
I don't know. I don't know. I've seen it. I haven't seen it around. But maybe that's something in chunks. So I don't know how that's going. But otherwise, I think the world of Magic is alive and well.